Everyone thinks money requires a government mint and metal. The people of Yap proved it doesn't. For centuries, the Yapese relied on a currency that couldn't fit in your pocket. Rai stones, massive limestone discs, some reaching 12 feet across, functioned as their primary medium of exchange. These weren't symbolic tokens, they were literal money, and their value operated on principles that would baffle a modern banker. The stones came from Palau, an island roughly 250 miles away. Yapese traders would sail across open ocean, quarry the limestone, and transport these multi-ton rocks back home by canoe. The larger the stone, the greater its purchasing power. A family could trade a Rai stone for land, food, or labor. The system worked because the entire community agreed it did. But here's where the logic shifts. The Yapese didn't actually move the stones to settle every transaction. A stone might stay in one location for decades. Ownership would transfer through verbal agreement alone. The community simply remembered who owned what. The physical object became almost irrelevant. This wasn't primitive barter masquerading as currency. It was a ledger system encoded in collective memory. The Rai stone functioned as a permanent, undeniable record of wealth. You couldn't counterfeit it, everyone knew its history. You couldn't hide it, it sat in plain sight. Trust wasn't assumed, it was structural. The real value of Rai stones wasn't the limestone itself. It was the cost of obtaining it. Quarrying, transporting, and navigating open ocean claimed lives. A large stone represented genuine expenditure of human effort and risk. That scarcity, combined with the effort required to produce it, created stable purchasing power. The system had built-in inflation resistance. When European contact arrived in the 19th century, the Rai system began to fracture. Traders introduced metal tools that made quarrying easier. The effort, and therefore the value, diminished. Simultaneously, colonial currencies arrived. The psychological anchor of the stone as ledger loosened. Within generations, Rai stones became ceremonial rather than functional. What Yap stone money reveals is this: currency doesn't require physical portability or government backing. It requires consensus, scarcity, and a mechanism for tracking ownership. The Yapese created that through geology and memory. Modern cryptocurrency attempts the same thing through cryptography and distributed ledgers. The underlying principle is identical. Value emerges from collective agreement, not material. Today, some Rai stones still exist in Yap. They sit in villages, no longer traded but still acknowledged as valuable. They're artifacts of a monetary system that functioned for centuries without inflation spirals, bank runs, or currency collapse. Not because the Yapese were economically unsophisticated, but because they built something remarkably resilient. The stone itself was just the medium. The real currency was trust. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into how money actually works across history, because understanding currency means understanding power. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.